Yo, one of these shows. Did we ever start shows where we were like ready when the show started?
Nah, we never ready.
I don't think we were.
We look, guys. This week we're gonna be in here lit. We skipped a week, and that was my fault. I tried to make this podcast happen last week.
Yo, let me tell you, my man was like, "Yo, I can make the podcast happen." I'm like, "Son, you just had a baby." He like, "Son, I can make it happen."
We'll figure it out.
Shout out to young Triz, man.
Then I was like, "Yo, can we do like a Google Hangout kind of thing? Will that work?"
Man, we don't focus on that, baby.
Oracle's like, "Yo, sit down, man. Enjoy it, man."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Man, the baby still got the rapping on, man.
You know what I mean?
UnQuantized will be here.
Hey, man, I just wanted to, keep the momentum going, man. I feel good, man. Every Friday, y'all family, man.
Hey, dog, you got a greatness disease, cuz.
Av Brow, what up, homie?
Young Av, what up? I think it was Av that hit us up about the hurricane. Did you see that?
I know.
He was like, I heard y'all boys going to get hit by y'all might be affected by the hurricane. I was like, we usually good because our geographic location.
Yeah, because we ain't got no water.
Yeah, and we inland and we ain't got no water. Straight.
Yeah, as long as my power and high-speed internet is still intact, I will be okay.
The basics in life, right?
Yeah, the basics. You know
we
what I mean?
ain't got no water. I don't need no water. We got internet.
Uber Eats, though, cuz.
I download some water.
Uber Eats still work. Postmates, long as Postmates working, we good.
They got the boat jump, right?
Nigga, they show up to your door trying to deliver the food, and the food just blow out their hand.
Gotta go back to the restaurant,
hey, bro. That's y'all fault. That's y'all fault, bro. And hey, shout out to I'm on a serious note. Shout out to everybody in Houston. Shout out to everybody in Miami and the Caribbeans, man. Hope the best for y'all, man. This shit is crazy out here.
Definitely. Everybody in Florida, y'all hold tight.
Man.
And, and you know it's another one after that.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Jose.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Man. Trumpito, build a wall. Keep Jose out.
Jose gonna get over that wall.
That's man, facts. Hey, man. Hopefully everybody does great, man. Just a little power outages and a little just storm. You know what I mean?
If it gets too crazy, we're gonna need y'all to check in on the group chat.
Facts.
And also shout out to the UnQuantized group chat. That's always popping.
Man, lit.
Always popping.
Shout out to Big Los, you know what I mean, in there.
Got the young art installment.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Los. Shout out to Raghead. Shout out to Umami Tsunami.
Oh yeah, Umami's definitely in there. Late Bloomers in there. Spacehead, Spence D, Geo the Rican is in
shout out to Geo.
Super Engineer.
Geo been turning up too. Making good content.
You seen him, right?
Hey, shout out to you, man.
That engineer etiquette is
facts. Hey, that's what we talk. This is what we here for, man. We uplift each other, man. We want everybody to make good content. Look, Umami put out a EP.
Oh,
Geo is out here making the engineer etiquette.
Yeah.
IDK making these blogs. You know what I mean?
Killing it.
This is what it's about, man.
I got Young Realistic he's in the studio getting crazy.
Facts.
Shout out to Young I'm the Innovator.
Inno, you know what I mean?
Sent me a yo, when I tell you he sent me the
fire
product description this morning.
Fuego!
Woo! Yeah, these people are nuts, man.
Make that content, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the complete MK2.
Yeah, we getting into all that.
We getting into all that. Raw Beats, what up, man?
We getting through our pleasantries first.
Oh yeah, you know we've been going for a minute.
Yeah.
But now it's back with the jump off, as Lil Kim says. You know what I mean?
Yo, if anybody says I've been gone for a minute, immediately
turn to Mr. Cheeks. Shout out to Mr. Cheeks, dog. He was like Slumdog, man.
He was Slumdog.
He was one of my favorites, dog. Hey guys, I'm about to buy the Machine MK2. Any sampling tips using software?
Honestly, sampling on the hardware is better.
There you go.
Sampling tips using software, the thing about Machine and all that stuff is you really got to find your flow. So basically, just follow the instructions, learn how to sample one or two things, and then you start putting your twist on it. Because I think you'll like sampling with the hardware a lot better than using the software part. And
we literally, guys, like right before the podcast started, we recorded a video about what our thoughts on the new Machine. Something a little different. We trying some new stuff out.
Yeah.
So it's literally a video, and I'll say it'll probably drop. We'll figure that out by the end of the podcast. When are you gonna start signing your own artists?
I ain't gonna lie. When we get back to making music, maybe like that.
The thing is, man, I don't really want to work on something until I really believe in it.
Well, it's like signing you to what?
Yeah. I mean, if I find an artist and they like trying to outwork me, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, and they're good.
But the thing is, most people ain't out working what we doing. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
So it's like, I'm not gonna invest all my time and energy.
And they're not good.
Yeah, facts. That's the key thing. They're not good. And oh man, this is gonna be a rantful day, man.
Yes, it is.
A rantful day. But yeah, when we find somebody this sign worthy, is when we'll sign them.
Yeah.
But and on my end too, I don't want to sign nobody if I can't really help them.
Facts. I'm like, sign you to what?
Yeah. Some people try to sign people and can't really help them.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it unless I know I can help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because people want to advance their career, and some people, they just trying to take you off the street, so other people can't get you, but they can't do anything for you themselves.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. And you got to look at both sides. You know what I mean? Add value. You know, it goes both ways.
Exactly.
My little bro is the hottest, promise you. Official.
Mm.
No.
Slim.
I guarantee you he's not the hottest.
I
can guarantee you 20 niggas who hotter than him.
You are out here doing your little brother a disservice, son. You're doing him a disservice because you're spamming the hell out of somebody. You're spamming the hell out of people. And you're spamming the hell out of people in the name of your brother, who's probably somewhere chilling, not spamming anybody. But now you out here making his reputation pretty damn bad.
And let me show you why he's not the hottest. And no disrespect to your brother. We haven't heard of him. We don't know who he is.
That's a fact.
Because if he's the hottest, we would know.
I heard a little brother before, but I don't think he was in that group. So.
Yeah. I know, Fonte?
Ninth Wonder?
Who? No. So if you want to say that you're the hottest, be the hottest. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say that you're the hottest and you have nothing to back it up. If you're the hottest, we would have heard about you.
Yeah. And Slim, this is terrible business. Don't just jump into a crowd of people and be like, hey, everybody pay attention. Somebody you don't know is the hottest thing. Go check them out over there in booth number 3. Man, don't come in here with that shit. Yeah. Straight up.
We cool, man. Build your brand.
Yes, that's a fact.
And stop asking about when we're going to sign artists. Because we're not signing him, your little brother. It's not happening, bro.
So who asked about
That's the same guy. Look. We're not trying to be rude. We're just trying to help you. Because this is how the music industry works, right? It's a business. It's a fucking business. If you're not selling anything, if you're not doing anything for yourself, no one cares. These A&Rs will not care about you.
Bad.
What makes your beat better than anybody else's beat? We all make good beats. Bad. Well, no. Let me not say we all make good beats.
We just watched the video.
Yeah, well, let's not say we all make good beats. I jumped the gun. We all have the ability to make good beats, right? But what's going to separate you from everybody else? What's the difference between you and Metro? What's the difference between you and Sunny Digital? What's the difference between you and Sound Oracle or you and Triz? If you don't know that,
nothing. Nah, but yeah. Honestly though, man, that's a terrible way to go about it because this game is 90% relationships.
Facts.
This is not how you build relationships. Jumping in like, yo, listen up, go listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how you build a relationship. Because until you give people reason to care, we don't care.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And this is from personal experience. Guys, if you don't know, I'm trying to be a DJ. I want to do festivals. I want to do Coachella. You know what I mean? Burning Man. I want to do those kind of gigs. And you would think that since I have a little bit of something, it would be much easier for me to just slide in and do that. Doesn't work like that. I still have to do the work and lay the foundation and make people care about what the fuck I'm doing to get in there.
I want you to do one of those festivals too.
Oh man, I'm going to.
I'm there.
Oh man, I'm going to. But if I still have to do work and I've been in this industry for over 10 years, you who has done not that just decided you want to make beats last week, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen like that. You have to do the work.
You do. What makes people think it's that easy though? Who has told you? Because nobody, to my knowledge, has told anybody that doing this shit was easy or being a big time producer or anything. Nobody has ever said it's easy, but it still seems like most people are under the assumption that I put together a hot mixtape and I spam mad DMs with it. I'm gonna be popular. Yeah. Where's this idea or this theory coming from?
If you want to be a doctor, can you just be like, oh, I'm going to be a doctor after a year?
I got a stethoscope on.
No, you got to go through 9 years of school?
Facts.
If you lucky?
Yeah, and be good.
How about this? If you guys want to get to the top of flight of steps, you jump 3 to 4 steps at a time. And see how that works out for you. Because that's what you guys are trying to do when you say, oh, just put me on. I just want to make beats for Drake. You're trying to jump 4 or 5 steps at a time.
Right.
Watch you bust your ass, and you break your fucking leg.
And you're going to fall back down the damn steps.
And you're going to be looking stupid. Hey, man, take them steps.
One step
at a time. It's all that I don't know whose song that is, but you know what I'm talking about.
I don't either. I wanted to back you up, but I simply can't.
I got another one. Step by step, day by day. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, man. You know what I mean?
That one.
Hey, that's how production works. Step by step, day by day.
Yeah, it's a fact.
What all do you need to make a beat?
Taste, number 1.
Patience.
Taste, patience, an idea of what you want to do,
and laptop.
Then you get into the laptop and the equipment. Yo, people don't realize making beats has a lot less to do with the equipment and the software than you think.
Yeah,
those are just tools. So, for instance, you're like, yo, I want to build a house. I got a hammer and some screws or whatever. You got the tools, but if you don't know what you want your house to look like, if you don't know how to build a house, you can't build a house. You just have the tools to do it, and you might as well sell those tools to somebody that has a vision.
It just seems like, everybody's like getting in cars, but they don't know where they're going. You know what I mean?
They ain't got no ways.
They ain't got no ways, man. You got to put in ways of where you going, and all the stuff in between is the steps that you need to take. But nobody thinks, I feel like, not everybody, but most of the people be like, oh, I just want to work with Drake. How do I get popping? I've been producing for 6 months. It don't work like that, dog. You need to produce because even if you lucked up and the random thing, you hit the lottery and you get a Drake record, what do you do after that? If you don't have a plan, you are fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked.
Those are naturally the people that are like, well, I got one placement, so now everybody's going to beat down my doors to ask me to do shit for everybody. Like, no. And it's funny that you said if you hit the lottery, because it is literally like hitting the lottery. The reason why most people fail when they hit the lottery really big or commit suicide or some crazy shit happened to them is because they didn't build up to that money. So they don't know how to handle that money and they do dumb shit, which is exactly what you would do if you got that Drake placement.
The same reason why they say the people who are rich, if they went broke, they'll be rich again. Yeah. Because it's the mindset rather than the money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stopped caring about, I don't care about the place. I want to know the system. I want to know how do I continue this. Yeah.
What are the steps to keep going? You fall back down a lot. As long as you know the steps,
you can get back up.
Yeah. But people go from, I'm nowhere, I want to be here, and that's it. They just negate or don't think about anything in between it. That's what you're going to need to know.
Facts. Allah Studio says, what are some things you would do to build your network if you were starting out with no contacts?
Reach out to people that I feel could benefit me, and also that I feel I have something in common with. And not reaching out like pandering marketing, but you really want to build a relationship with people.
Facts.
Because the thing is, a lot of times people go in asking people for stuff and wanting people to do stuff for them, and you don't know shit about the person. The person could be a snake. They could be a slime ball. But people be so thirsty to get on it. Like, hey man, what's up? Can I send you my whole catalog and give you my firstborn and all this type of stuff? Get to know people. Exactly. So that's the first thing I would do. I would get out here, and if you're an introverted person like I was, you're going to have to get over that shit. Start approaching people and talking. Start DMing people. And really get out of your shell. It's all about the relationships.
Facts. And I'll say too, have a plan, man. Everybody's going through and don't have a plan. Everybody's like, I want to be Metro Boomin, but they don't know what Metro Boomin did to get where he's at. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then they only look at Metro for what he is now and not where he was 5 to 6 years ago.
What are you selling beats on?
Yes.
On what's called?
I knew Metro Boomin for producing for artists like Chasing Cash. And like Chasing Cash, he's a big producer, but as a rapper, he's not a big guy.
Right.
But that's who I learned about him from working with these smaller guys and him being on Twitter.
Yep.
So don't look at where people are now. Look at them when they're on the same field as you were.
What did they do?
And what did they do to get there? That's what you need to pay attention to. And I feel like everybody skips that part, which is so weird to me.
Everybody just wants to get to the goal.
Doing the right the right thing at the wrong time is still wrong. Barmelos Anthony
4-3.
Swish.
There you go, bro.
How do you start building sound packs? What's a good way to build stems?
You already know the answer to that. When you make a track, that is what you're doing.
Facts.
Think about it. When you finish a track, what you have is a stack of loops and a stack of stems. Same process.
Just got to make sure they hot fire, because just like the conversation Spacehead brought up,
yeah,
it's not saturated, but it's a lot of competition.
Well, it's a lot of people that. It's one of the things that there are no qualifications for you to say that you do it.
It's not a standard.
Yeah, you can't be like, I'm a doctor. People are like, what hospital do you work at? Where's your med school? You're like, oh, I'm a sound designer. I sell kits. People are like, oh. You know, they'll be like, how many sales you get? How many customers you got? You know.
And just because people are selling kits, don't mean they're selling kits.
Dog.
It's so many people out here saying they're selling kits who's selling nothing.
Selling kits is the producer's version of being an Instagram model.
There you go.
Any chick could say she's an Instagram model. You can look at her and be like, no, you clearly don't do that.
But actually making money from it is
it's only like 5 chicks that's really doing that.
And this is coming from somebody who didn't make money off of it I didn't make money off of it for at least a year of me trying to do it. Yeah. I didn't make money off of it. I didn't have no sales until I really figured it out. I really sat there and grind. I sat there and watched what Oracle was doing. I got notes. I would, get tips, refine my craft. And then it started happening. Yeah.
So all these people doing it. There's mad people doing it.
They say they're doing it.
They, number one, they're not generating no income. They don't have an audience, and they're saying it because there are no qualifications to do it. Right. And there's, cheat. They just take other people's stuff, the common stuff, repackage it, get a box, and give it to you.
Facts. Shout out to the real people doing it, Capsun.
Hey, shout out to Capsun.
Capsun is a real one, man.
Yeah.
Young Oracle out here killing it.
I believe. MSX.
MSX, you know what I mean?
Yep, definitely. It's some people out here that's really doing their thing. And then there's some imposters. A lot of people on the bandwagon. Whenever, put it like this, you raised an interesting point earlier. It's not, people wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't working for a group of people.
Right.
So it's something that definitely works. But it's like being in the NBA works. If you can get into it, then
right.
But just saying that you do it and trying it,
facts,
that don't qualify and it don't work. So don't be confused by the fact that you see 200 sound kits. Look at it. I honestly say there might be 10 people, and that might be generous. 10 people that even matter in this space.
Facts. It's very few.
Yeah, it's a slim number.
It's like a people who are trying to do it, and it's a people who are doing it. And the people who are doing it is very, very small.
Yeah. Facts.
I mean, I guess it's like that with production, too. There's a lot of people trying to do it.
It's the same thing. Production is saturated, but like you said, the cream rises to the top. All the best people, they're going to get recognized. And everybody else is just kind of either aspiring or following.
And it's not the best musically necessarily, it's the best branded.
Yeah. It's really the brand
and quality product.
Yeah. Well, you get a better brand from having a quality product.
Fact.
You build a good brand for people to pay it attention, but then the quality product lets you be known as the best brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All the Machine Studio needs to be standalone.
I don't know. I'm not about that standalone life.
I've never.
Standalone is unnecessary to me, and I started with the MPC 2000. Mm-hmm. It was standalone. It was cool, and I remember everybody was so pissed, and they wanted stuff that wasn't standalone. Right. It's like phones. Phones used to be mad big. People like they're too big, and then they got mad small till they couldn't get any smaller, and then people like they're too small. Now they're getting bigger and bigger.
Exactly.
That's what's happening here. That whole standalone, not standalone. Please don't fall into that, because it's gonna go away. It's gonna come back. It's gonna go away. It's gonna come back. Think about if you really need those things.
Facts.
9 times out of 10, you don't. A lot of the stuff, with the exception of the new MK3, that's standalone, are big as hell. You have it in the studio. In that studio, unless you're just starting, you already have a sound card.
So why do you?
You can only use one at a time, son. If you're doing it right.
One step at a time.
So don't let the phrases. You may know what you're talking about. You're like, oh, I need standalone for X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. But if you're one of the person that's hooked on the phrases like, oh, and it's standalone now. Think about if that's something that you really need. Because for all of these features that you don't need, you're still paying the money for them. Believe that.
That is true. So. I feel like people get in the habit of getting stuff because it's new and shiny.
Yeah, and when you already have two of them.
Yeah. It's like, yo, why do you need a push when you have the same, well, push a little different because it is the DAW and all that. But it's like if you got the Machine Studio and then the MK3 just kind of looks different, I really don't.
Brand whore.
Yeah.
You are a brand whore.
Facts.
And whether you're cool with that, I mean, it has the word whore in it, so it seems not cool, but sometimes you're like, yo, anything that this company or this person puts out, I'm going to get that. Be that person and don't justify it. Facts. By like, oh, it has a screen that's like 1.39 inches, but just say that I get everything that they put out. But a lot of people are brand whores and they're perfectly fine with what they have. But they're like, yo, they got a new one. I need the new one.
What do you think about the MK3?
Yeah, we just talked about that. Yeah. Well, I guess I can kind of answer that too. It looks good. I'll say that.
Oh, it looks incredible. But
It okay. We had two perspectives that led to the same thing. As an avid machine user, somebody that uses a machine every day, that's me, and I have 3 machines. I'm like, I can't yet see a reason without using it why I should switch over. And Triz, being somebody who's never owned a machine, can't see the reason why he should get into it. Other than it looks good. We agree on that. It looks good.
You know what it is? Machine is kind of like the PC for me.
Ooh, wait, hold on, be easy.
But no offense to the PC users, you know what I mean? I just, certain aesthetic stuff that I like about, like the MPC. I love the sequencer. To me, you can't get no better sequencer than an MPC.
Oh, yeah.
That's the pinnacle of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Machine had something like that, I would think about it.
Duh, yes.
But it's nothing that, when I watched it, that kind of caught me like, oh, I need this.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, oh, this looks cool.
That's what makes Machine a secondary piece of equipment for me. Because the sequencer is trash.
Boo-boo.
Yeah, it's super trash.
And boo-boo. Push button, what up, man? How did you start making packs?
I started making packs simply by doing what I was already doing. Because you got to think, when I started making packs, I had already been sound designing for Timbaland for 6 years, which is a lot more involved than making sample packs.
Facts.
So I just started doing it because people would ask me every time they would see me with Tim or somewhere. They're like, "How can I get some sounds? Or can I get some sounds?" And these were people that were on. But then once I got on Instagram, other people started asking me like, "How do I get some sounds?" So I just thought it would be a good idea to help people, because I said no for 6 years, but now it's like, well, if I can make some stuff specifically for the people, because obviously there's a demand for it, let's see how that works out. And that's how I started.
Bro, the new people should watch the old podcast y'all made. It's starting to be the same questions over and over. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but here's the thing. If you listen to Gary Vee, he's saying the same shit over and over. If you listen to everything you say... Oh, sorry.
I tried to hit that jump myself.
I mean, the news, they're literally telling you the same shit over...
Every day.
That's what a show is.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
When you watch Vice... Action Bronson eating food and smoking weed every day.
Yeah, we're like producer doctors. Not that we saving lives and shit out there, but a doctor can't be like, "Oh man, you got what?" I used to talk to a couple of my old patients. I'm tired of answering this question, telling you what you got. You got to help whoever comes to you with the questions.
Facts. And as Gary Vee says, I want you to go on. You know what I mean? At a certain point,
at a certain point, you gotta leave us.
At a certain point, it's cool. If you're not listening to us, if you're getting the information, cool. But just make sure you got the information and you're progressing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Our information is for you to take it and you to figure out. We're trying to make the production culture better because nobody has mentors really. I came up in the game with mentors. Brian Michael Cox was my mentor. He taught me about how to maneuver in certain stuff. K-Fan was my mentor. Oracle was my mentor. So I knew how to approach certain situations. Some of you guys don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Slim, I ain't get a mentor until I was almost 30 years old. Because where I was, there were no mentors. Yeah.
So it's not about what you hearing over and over. It's about what the masses need And if our message has to be every day, yo, stop trying to fucking sell beats for $10 and fucking work hard and build your shit up.
That's what it is every day.
If you're not motherfucking doing it, you probably need to hear it every day.
Every day.
If it's a story, I don't know where I heard it, and they said a preacher, he kept preaching the same sermon for weeks and weeks, and then finally people were like, yo, you know you said the same sermon, and the preacher was like, did you change? Damn.
Yo, son, did you just drop bars?
Barmelos Anthony!
4-3.
So, hey, street scores. I challenge, what I want to know from you, my brother, is what are you doing with this information? Ooh. Did I call you out? Did I call you out, my brother? What are you doing with this information? You know what I mean? What branding things have you took to the next level? Because you can hear it all the time, but unless you're executing, and that's what we got. I'm trying to get you guys, and me and Oracle talk about all the time. It's not about the idea; it's about the execution. Yeah. It's about doing.
It's about doing it, and it's about the discipline to keep doing it. That's really what it is.
Facts.
Everybody knows what to do. You can Google what to do, but are you doing it?
And I just have the issue I have with that is I will watch the same YouTube video 20 times.
I've seen you do it
20 times. Because I need to understand it. When we were me and Oracle just been trying to figure out something. I hate the dude who's giving us tutorial.
He was terrible.
I hate him. Dog, I watched that video at least 50 times. I know what he's gonna say, but for me to process and understand and to get good, I had to keep just watching it, keep watching it.
Facts.
Yo, y'all not putting in the out street scores. I challenge you, bro. This is from love. On street shit. I challenge you, bro. You complaining about the wrong things, man. What's the least you should sell a beat? It depends on who you are.
Yeah, where you at in the market?
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you haven't really done anything, you can't really look, guys. If you're not a doctor, you can't get doctor money. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you're not an NBA player, you can't get NBA player money. It's not gonna happen. If you're a D-League player, you're a D-League.
You get D-League money.
You get D-League self-awareness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'll also say, don't go in the opposite direction and be like 20 beats for $10.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Don't hold yourself out.
Yeah, that's terrible. Cause you can't. It's hard to go back from that.
Yeah, you can always go down on prices. You look crazy going up on prices if you've been bottom basement, dirt cheap, dollar store forever. You can't automatically become goddamn the Coach store or whatever. Cause
that's your brand now.
Yeah.
Shout out to IDK. IDK be tagging people like, yo, you selling beats for this? This is terrible. IDK be posting up, yo. Shout out to you, the enforcer.
There you go.
Young Arn Anderson. You know what I mean? Many placements from your information, apps, movies, scores, and some side work.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But you saying this? My issue, bro, is you're saying it's the same information.
Wait, what is he saying?
He's saying, because I challenged him. I said, what are you're doing with this information? And he's saying, I got many placements from your information, apps, movies, scores. Cool, but what makes dog? When we're talking to you, we're also talking to ourselves of not really doing the same shit.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be over information. You get what I'm saying? If you listen to Gary Vee, he gonna 90% of Gary Vee, he gonna tell you the same shit. Life pro tip. Any motivational speaker you listen to, they gonna tell you shit you already know.
Yeah,
but it's the system.
It's the personal trainer method.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get a personal trainer because you don't know what to do. You get a personal trainer to hold you accountable for doing what you're supposed to do. Exactly. So if you don't have this information, it's information to you. If you've heard it a million times, it's just a reminder to you to make sure that you're
your
doing
motherfucking job.
And if you heard it for the 20th time and you haven't done anything about it, then that should be a red flag to you.
Facts.
If you've done something about it, well, it's just a reminder to keep reminding you to do something about
it. And not trying to be funny. What placements you got, man? Because I want you to step it up. I'm not saying it as in like who have you worked with. I'm saying is, yo, you could do better. You know what I'm saying? It's always room for improvement.
Oh, yeah.
So you saying many placements from your information, apps, and whatever. Yo, what's the next level, bro? Because I feel like, come on, man. It's always room for improvement, man, dogs. Let's step it up, man. It's not about, oh, I've heard this a bunch of times. It's about, yo, what can I take from this and how do I get to the next level? Mm-hmm. It's 5 videos I've watched for the past 6 months. 5.
Over and over.
Over and over. The same shit. Until I understand it to a point where it's just automatic. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck, dog. I'm going to keep watching it. I just think workflow would be better with a machine as far as doing live stuff and production. But hey, if I don't like it, it got 45 days to return it. That's what I'm talking about.
That is a fact.
Hey, shout out to
Amazon will take anything back.
808 Chapo, you are real.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yo, Amazon will take anything back.
I'm 10 years old. Could y'all give me a tip to help me improve? Okay. Roll 6 music. Practice, bruh. Enjoy it. Have fun. Don't worry about being Metro. Don't worry about being DJ Mustard. Don't worry about
roll 6 music.
Yeah, that's all you need to worry about, bro. You 10 years old. You got so much time, dog.
Yeah.
Enjoy this, man.
Put in the work and always know that you can be better.
Facts.
You can be better. Be proud of the progress that you made from where you were when you were 10, when you're 11, be like, yo, I came a long way. Mm-hmm. But just know that you ain't nowhere near where you need to be when you're 12. You know, always progress. Be thankful for where you are, but always look to the future.
Man, try new stuff, man. If you make trap beats, make pop beats. If you make pop beats, make R&B beats. Try new stuff, man. Always kind of just learn new stuff and just make a shit ton of it, dog. I know you're 10. I probably shouldn't be cussing.
I'm pretty well, I don't know. At 10, I was just really getting into cuss words. I was cussing more than grown people because of
That's true. That's true. So do a shit ton of them, bro.
There you go.
And that's how you get better.
Right.
Dog, this is the best advice, I swear. It doesn't seem like the instant reward, but it's the best advice we can give you.
Yeah.
And shout out to you for being 10 years old making beats, dog.
There you go. At 10, I wanted to be in music. I knew that, but I didn't know nothing about making beats, what a producer was. I didn't know how to do it. None of that shit.
At 10, I was playing dodgeball and watching Out of the Box. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I won't think about no music at 10.
I ain't gonna lie, I was. At 10, I was like, I'm gonna be the best rapper in the world. That was me at 10.
Hey, shout out to you, man. Hey, keep it up, man. But don't let nobody stop you. You make your own music, bro, and you do your thing, man.
And how many of your friends can do that? Realize that you're doing something and you're able to do something right now that not a lot of people your age can do. And the fact that you have an interest in something at such an early age, it could possibly be your calling.
I've been watching the same videos for a year trying to get my mixes and everything habit. Facts. That's how you do it, man. It's not... Guys, the thing is, this is about fundamentals. This is basketball. This is Tim Duncan basketball. Fundamentals, man.
Nice Tim Duncan reference, by the way.
Because the first beat I made, right? So I had, before I had the kid, I had been turning it up. Every morning, wake up, I make about 4 beats. You know what I mean? I had a system, how I mix my records, everything. You know, I took that week off, you know, the dad of the year. You know what I mean? Dog, first beat I made, I messed up my system. I forgot 2 steps. And I couldn't figure out why my beats didn't feel right. It's the fundamentals, but it was new to me. Before, I wasn't doing this all the way.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying?
You got to get that muscle memory.
It's a system to this shit.
Yo, you know I'm big on system. That's my word, son.
Man, it's a fucking system to this. And if you don't understand the system, you're going to be screwed. If you're just doing one thing, if you're just making the beats, you're screwed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not focused on your career also while you're making the beats, you're screwed.
It's all a system. You shouldn't have said that word. Triz, know my keyword is systems, yeah. Everything is a system. How you make your beats is a system. How you brand yourself is a system. Your business is a system. People buy and sell businesses. They really buy and sell proven systems. Everything is a system. Just keep that in mind. It's not individual acts.
Right.
Everything is a system.
Facts.